Over the last few weeks, we've got some teasers and some leaks of some brand new DJ gear coming out for the holiday season from two of the biggest DJ gear manufacturers. So let's talk about it. First up, let's talk about the two new Denon DJ controllers leaked by none other than the wizard of wedding DJs himself, Nick Spinelli. Let's start with the two-channel version of these new Denon DJ controllers. Nick Spinelli is saying this one is going to be called the SC Live 2. The overall form factor of this controller really reminds me of Pioneer DJ's older standalone unit, the DDJ RX1. Again, this is the two-channel variant of this new SC Live line from Denon DJ, and the big kind of takeaway from this one and why I really wouldn't go for this controller is the fact that there's only 4 performance pads instead of what's become the standard 8 performance pads per deck. Now let's talk about the other piece of this new SC Live line, the SC Live 4. Now this is a 4-channel all-in-one standalone controller from Denon DJ, and both the 4 and the 2 will run on Denon's Engine DJ software, which I am a fan of because it's very flexible, has a lot of features, and just really quick and easy to get into. Now the SC Live 4 has your club standard 4-channel layout with the effects on the right side, very similar to the Pioneer kind of club mixer layout. And unlike the SC Live 2, the SC Live 4 does have 8 performance pads per deck. Now besides the change to a club style mixer layout for both of these controllers, the two big selling points, number one has to be both of these devices have built-in speakers. And this isn't something new for InMusic Brands, which is the parent company of Denon DJ. We've seen this on some Numark products as well as some Akai Pro products. So seeing them on more DJ controllers really does make sense. Especially if you're starting out and you haven't bought monitor speakers yet, this gives you another option from just DJing in your headphones when you're practicing at home or in the studio. The other big new feature of these Denon DJ SC Live controllers is the fact that it includes a new Amazon Music streaming service, and these will be able to be accessed much like BeatSource, Beatport, SoundCloud, or Tidal in the Engine DJ software on the controller. And if you've used Engine DJ on any of the other devices, you know how easy it is to access all of your tracks, playlists from any of the streaming services directly on the hardware. And seeing something like Amazon Music, which is kind of like Tidal or a Spotify or an Apple Music, just another implementation, another way to get more music streamed directly onto the controller is a great thing. Again, when you're starting out, if you have a music service like this included with the controller, you don't have to worry about buying music or downloading music. Just the fact that you can stream music directly from the hardware, because this device does have Wi-Fi, or both of these devices have Wi-Fi built in, just makes it so much easier for a beginner to get started DJing, which is a great thing. And while we're on the topic of DJs just getting started, both of these new controllers come in at a pretty reasonable price. The SC Live 2 is estimated to be coming in at $1,200 and the SC Live 4 coming in at about $1,500. Now, while there are way cheaper beginner controllers, when you add in the fact that you might need to get a laptop or a computer to run these really cheap beginner controllers, having everything built in, including speakers, in these new SC Live pieces makes it a really good value in my opinion. Okay, now with the Denon stuff out of the way, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, and that's the new controller coming from Rane. Now, the Rane 1 was Rane's first attempt at a DJ controller, and it really kind of split the DJ community. There was people that liked it and loved it. There's people that absolutely hated the thing. Now, I definitely fell into the like, not necessarily love for the Rane 1, and I definitely didn't hate the controller, but there were some things missing from it that would stop me from loving it, and there were just some things of the way it was designed and where things were positioned that I really couldn't fall in love with the controller. All that being said, as soon as Serato released the beta for Serato DJ 3.0 with stems, Rane started teasing their new controller. And it's all started with this first screenshot showing hardware controls for the new stems functions in Serato DJ, followed up by another screenshot showing LED screens above the performance pads that kind of show you the different modes. This reminds me of the little screen that we had above the effects section in the Denon Prime 4. So again, you know, both of these companies are owned by the same parent company, so it makes sense for it to migrate over to this new Rane controller in my opinion. Next, we saw this teaser video from Rane that showed some really interesting things if you're paying attention. Number one being the fact that this controller does not have motorized platters. This has static platters, and the platters have a screen in the middle of it. Much like the Pioneer DJ DDJ 1000, you'll get a lot of information coming from your software onto those screens, which is really nice. And to me, in my opinion, I think having a non-motorized kind of static platter is a better move. It saves on weight, and it just opens up this controller being able to be accessible for more DJs out there. And taking another look at this video, unfortunately, Rane decided not to move the pitch fader, which I know a lot of people, myself included, really wished that they put the pitch fader up top in what is called battle position. Instead, they put it on the right side, much like a CDJ, which again, I really think is a mistake. They should have put it at the top. There was a lot of DJs, especially after the Pioneer Rev 7 came out, that loved the fact that the pitch fader was in battle mode because it made sense. I think this is a huge oversight on Rane's part, especially after the Rev 7 and the Rev 1 coming out that have the pitch faders in battle position. I really think that we're gonna see more DJ controllers have the pitch fader in that position. I mean, even these Rane 12s behind me have the pitch fader in battle position. It just, Rane, stop putting the pitch faders like they're CDJs. It just doesn't belong there, especially on Rane gear. And finally, this teaser video showed, if you really are looking closely, that this controller is most likely going to have 4 channels. Right at this part of the video, you can see that the little screen in the middle of the jog wheel switches to deck 3. And after that teaser video, we got one more teaser photo, and this one, thank you Rane. It looks like they're adding hardware effects. Now this was a huge drawback in my opinion. For the Rane 1, you had to use the software effects in Serato DJ. Now while they aren't that bad, hardware effects are always going to be better. It's just, they sound better, definitely. And I'm used to Rane hardware effects, and I like the sound of them. They're pretty flexible, and I'm glad they've added it to this new Rane controller. Now shout out to Nick Spinelli one more time. In his video about the Denon DJ leaks, he also leaked the fact that the new Rane controller might have a price tag of $2,000. And man, if it's that much money, I really think they're missing the mark here. It should be a little bit closer to what a Pioneer DDJ 1000 SRT goes for. And I think $2,000 just kind of puts it out of the price range for a lot of people out there. So hopefully that part's wrong, or maybe there's something with this controller that justifies a way higher price tag. But currently, if this is a Serato DJ controller and it's 4 channels with static platters and built-in hardware effects and it's $2,000, that's just missing the mark on the price and definitely overpriced. They need to knock it down a couple $100s for a lot of people to even start looking at this thing. Now that's all the product teasers and leaks we've gotten thus far in the past few weeks, but I'm sure with the holidays rolling around, we'll see even more from other DJ gear manufacturers. But until then, question of the day, what piece of hardware are you most looking forward to? Go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, if you found this video useful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you're looking for more DJ tips and tricks and DJ related content. And until then, see you guys in the next one.